Today we're making rare custom charms for my slime. As you guys know, we love putting charms on our slime, but we're still waiting for all the charms in our Charmville to get restocked. So I was thinking, what if I made my own rare charms to put in my own slimes? I tried this before in a short and made these super cute axolotl charms. So I want to try making some more characters and adding them to slime. For our first slime, I want to pick something from the comments, and you guys gave a lot of really good ideas. Olivia said, can you do a yellow slime with chickens? It reminds me of my pet chicken that got eaten by a falcon. I'm so sorry, Olivia. That sounds traumatizing. But I will make you a chicken slime with a custom charm. All right, so I have my UV resin here. I've only used this twice. I'm not too familiar with it, but familiar enough. I have this mold here. I have not used this yet, but apparently this is supposed to make chickens. It's actually really hard to tell if it's even a chicken shape. They literally just look like ovals and blobs, but here's the resin. I'm just gonna pour it into one of these empty slime jars, and this resin will be clear, but we don't want a clear chicken, so let's get started with some white paint. We'll pour some of this in here, and we're just gonna mix this in together. And I know for sure that this brush is gonna be ruined. Mix it in nice and thoroughly. Now that we have this resin, we're gonna pour it into this mold now. And maybe I'll try pouring a couple. Hopefully one of them comes out looking like a healthy chicken. All right, heat gun. I've never used one of these before, but this is supposed to kind of get the air bubbles out. I'm not actually sure the correct way to use this. We'll take our best guess. Oh, wow, it is bubbling. Hopefully that caused all the bubbles to rise to the top, because as you can see, there are some bubbles. It definitely did get heated. So we're gonna try putting it now under this little UV lamp, which is supposed to be used for curing nails, but it's what we got. So should work. UV light is on. Let them cook.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, it is time to see how our chickens are doing. So this one dried with a little bit of spillage, but let's do our best to take them out of the womb. Come on, little chicken. Oh wait, this guy actually turned out good. This guy came out perfect. Let's check the second one, but I'm already happy with this one. All right, if this guy comes out good as well, then we've got two chicken friends. Oh yeah, this one's good too. All right, I guess we just have a pair of chickens, but they are completely white, so let's paint them. Starting with the little gobble thing on the top. What is it called? I don't know. And the thing is that these charms are so small, so you only need a tiny bit of paint because they're so small. I feel like I'm gonna mess up and it's gonna look like a bloody chicken. First chicken crown done. Do the second one. I feel like I'm Santa's elf working for Christmas. All right, some yellow now for the beaks. Now you've got a voice and club, my chicken. What should we name them? This chicken can be a Henry. Something about Henry and chicken seem to go together. All right, Henry, you got your beak now. And then this other chicken will also get a beak. Second beak done. Let's do the face now. We got some black paint here for our eyeballs. It does kind of have these little indentions for where the eyes are supposed to go. It is kind of hard to paint them. I'm just gonna give them really big eyes. You know, I think it's kind of cute like that. It looks like a cartoon character. I'll name this guy Falco. Falco's job is to eat the falcon back. He's out to avenge his chicken brother. This one's bloodthirsty. I kind of want to do something to personalize it a little bit more. Henry, what color do you like? Henry says he likes blue, so let's paint something blue on him. What I'm gonna try to do is just add this blue tip at the end of Henry's tail here. Kind of like a sky. Henry was made to fly. Oh, this is actually really cute. Now for Falco. Since the Falco here is bloodthirsty, you know, a little bit of red at the end, just like war paint. Gotta symbolize that he's out for blood. We have our finished custom rare slime charms, and they have a little story going on with them. Let's get to the slimes now and have a little home for these chickens. All right, so Olivia asked for a yellow slime for her chickens to go on top of, and whenever I think of chickens, I think of like light, fluffy feathers, so I thought cloud would be probably the best texture to match it. So let's go and dye our slime yellow, and let's mix this in. Don't we have like chicken nugget charms too? All right, I think this is actually a really good color of yellow because this absolutely reminds me of baby chicks. All right, I have my slime jar here. Let's just pack in the slime that we got. All right, I think this is pretty cute. All right, so there's these little red and white dots. You know, it's also reminding me a little bit of McDonald's. It's like a 10-piece. Let's top it off with a little bit of white. Henry and Falco, into the slime you go. Oh, they're so cute. And guess what? They are out for revenge. They're gonna go and they're gonna find the falcon that ate Olivia's chicken, their brother. Kaboom! This is the falcon. They got him off camera. You don't wanna see it. It was such a mess. But guess what? The two brothers, Henry and Falco, they battled that falcon. Don't worry, Olivia, we got him. Hope you like it, and thank you so much for the comment. Let's move on to the next slime. For our next one, we're gonna be heading over to our slime graveyard. We just have so many old slimes sitting there and I'm starting to feel kind of bad for them. So let's grab one and turn it into something beautiful. All right, so I picked out one of our most deactivated slimes right now. Like, it is literally just glue. So I think this one deserves to get fixed up. And plus, I just really like this color. It kind of reminds me of like the summertime tubing pool vibe. So let's get some of this out and fix it up. All right, we have some activator here. Let's try to fix this slime. Going through all the molds that we have, I found one that would fit this one perfectly. It is one of my most favorite animals ever. Hint, it is the largest rodent. If you're not a fan of rodents, I swear you might like this one. This is starting to look activated enough. It is back together, nice and stretchy. Let's put it in our jar. So our custom charms for this slime is actually gonna be cute capybaras. We actually have two different types here. One looks like it comes with these like swim tubes. So this slime will probably be called something like capybara sometime. Leave a comment if you have a better idea for what to name this slime, but let's try out our capybaras. In goes some brown. And I don't want to make it too brown, so let's add maybe a drop of white. We got our paintbrush. Let's mix it in. I'm so excited to bring them to life. Okay, in this one goes. We'll see how that turns out. I don't know how this is gonna go. All right, you know what time it is? It's heat gun time. It is time to blast out all of the bubbles. Hopefully this works. I can't really tell. All right, I think I heated them enough. I'm kind of nervous whether these are gonna work or not, but into the oven our capybaras go.
One eternity later.
I think it's about time to check on our capybaras. All right, let's see how it came out. All right, this is not bad. Its arm has a little bit of a hole in it. Its ears are also cut off, but its base looks good. He looks like a little chocolatey latte. All right, this next one. Okay, about the same. His ears also did not make it. But you know, I think they're kind of perfect the way they are. I think we should be accepting of how they were born. Now for this little guy, I think it's supposed to be a tube. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, okay, so this is literally just the tube and it is not dry. I thought this one would have a capybara, but now I know. Not gonna lie, I just got back from having a snack. Let's check on how he is. Oh wow, this is actually really warm. All right, so we've got our capybaras and one rubber ducky tube. We're almost done. We just gotta paint some faces on. We're gonna paint on some eyes for our rubber ducky and the other eye. Oh, it's actually so cute. I don't know if there's anything to actually paint with this capybara, but I think it needs some blush. We'll just add a little bit of blush right here. Hopefully their heads don't go underwater into our slime because they might lose the blush. But I think these capybaras are pretty much complete. So these capybaras will be Junie and Mac, and they're gonna have a cat fight over who gets the tube. I'll represent Mac. Dan says he'll represent Junie. Head to head to a battle of rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yes, Junie's in the tube.
All right, here's Junie, the winner. Unfortunately, I have failed Mac. She is now drowning. I'm sorry, Mac. I think this actually turned out really good. Even though they just had an intense battle with each other, they're still just chilling. Our custom capybara charms slime here is complete. Let's move on to the next one. For our next slime, I have these duck molds, but we're gonna make these colorful rainbow ducks. Let's start by pouring in a bunch of resin. We're starting to run out of this jar, but luckily we still do have more. All of these jars are basically just gonna be different colors. Start with some red, some light blue over here, purple, green, pink. I'm thinking I mix in different colors to each of these and hopefully kind of try to make it like tie-dyed. We'll mix in a dark blue here, pink with this one. I love this little sea green color here. We don't have yellow yet. We'll do another blue with the pink. Oh, okay, that was kind of a lot. I want to kind of mix it up in a way that just kind of swirls it together. Let's fill in the molds now. Oh, it is now heat gun time. We are getting the bubbles out. I think these ducks have great potential, just like you, maybe me. Into the oven they go, and now we wait.
5 minutes later.
All right, I think it's time to check on our ducks. Ooh, okay, this one kind of deflated a little bit, our blue one here. Let's try to take them out. Starting with this like cotton candy combo here. No, its tail didn't finish. You know, they look kind of artistic. It's like splash art, but as ducks. So they might have been a disaster, but we'll see the rest. I have faith at least one of them might be cute. Now let's take out this pink and red one. Oh, you know, this one's not too bad. Actually, I kind of like it. Let's see the rest. Oh, okay. He's headless. Oh no. No! I'm sorry, my purple duck. I have failed you. Let's see our blue duck now. Blue duck here is also not bad. Okay, and last but not least, we have our green and yellow duck, which also didn't turn out so bad. Anyways, here's our little family. So we've got 4 ducks, kind of 5, but let's go continue with our slime. All right, so we have some clear slime here. Let's go and make this a beautiful pond for our duck family. So for our slime, we also have these lily pads, although they kind of look like lumpy slices of lettuce. And now it is time to add in our ducks. All of these ducks are here to grant your most beautiful wishes. Anyways, here is our completed duck slime with our custom rare duck charms. And we have 1 more slime to go. For our last slime, we have these cute molds now for something I've always wanted, which is these Tabba Squishy paw prints. And I'm gonna make these purple and yellow based on Catnap from Poppy's Playtime, the game. She is a super creepy cat that just lurks in the shadows and chases after you in the game. And she's just also somehow a fan favorite. So we're gonna be making her purple paw prints. Catnap, your paws are gonna be made. And if you've ever played Poppy's Playtime, leave a comment. Or if not, let me know what your favorite game is. Our purple has been mixed together. Let's pour it in. Luckily, this one is not at risk of having a bunch of air bubbles. Into your little tanning bed you go. All right, it is time to check on our paw prints. Let's see how they are. I'm so excited. I think these are gonna be so cute. I love just how squishy the typical Tabba squishies are. It's a little bit sticky, but I think these turned out so perfect. But before we add these to slimes, I wanna paint these little toe beans black. This is gonna be so adorable. I hope Catnap accepts it. Who can turn down a custom beautiful slime? All right, so I actually found the perfect color combination in our slime graveyard already that matches Catnap. So Catnap has like this kind of crescent moon that's yellow, and then Catnap is also kind of this dark, vibrant purple. So we'll combine these 2 colors together for the perfect slime. All right, let's snip off the top and we'll smoosh it in and then round it out. We've got our half and half slime here. Let's start with some sprinkles. So I have some yellow stars here to kind of go with like that lunar moon. And now we've got these little purple sprinkles here for our yellow side. Let's add in our paws now. We've got 3 paws, so we'll put 1 on the left, 1 in the middle, and then 1 on the right. Of course, we need the crescent moon that Catnap wears. These charms are actually so cute and they fit perfectly. So there you have it. Here are 4 unique slimes with custom charms that you literally cannot find anywhere else. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me make all these custom slime charms by hand. And if you like this, subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye!